So you'll see we've got quite a lot of chairs in the room. So we're going to just try an exercise of trying to map out using the space in the room and using these chairs. We've also got a few cushions as well if needed. We're trying to just get a sense of a visual map in space of the various voices are in relation to you. We can maybe move around and see which voices are in the room and where you'd like them to be positioned in the room, getting a sense of which ones are a bit closer to you, which ones are a bit further away. And you know, we've been talking a bit about the function of some voices as having a protective function. So one thing we could try is maybe representing that with the chairs as well. So having like a voice here that's protecting an emotion or a memory or something more vulnerable. So again, just trying to map out voices and maybe emotional parts as well. Okay, well, do you want to help me move the chairs around, and we can just that can, if we can do everything in relation to you, to that chair, that represents you. So
okay. Well, the first, when you talked about the protective functions, there's a voice. I don't hear it that often anymore, but it's still sort of there. There's a voice that's sort of like almost right. It's almost like, so it's like, it's not even in front of me. It's sort of like if I'm sitting here, that voice will be here, basically.
Okay.
So it would be very much in front of me.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
There's
so
actually a couple of voices that are a bit like that are sort of like right in front of me.
Yeah.
And quite protective.
Okay. So do you want to somehow use the cushion to do that? Maybe you could put the cushion on your lap after you sit down, or.
Yeah, I could move them, can't I? So there's definitely one right there.
Okay.
There might be one sort of right next to me.
Okay. So really, really close.
Yeah, really close and really sort of protective.
So do the voices have names? Is the way that we can refer to these?
Yeah.
Voices,
So that one would be Elizabeth with a Z.
Okay. Okay.
So, and that one would be Amazon.
Okay.
And this one would probably be Domina.
Okay.
So.
All right. So these really kind of close on either side of you. All right.
Yeah. And then we've got some quite close to me at the back as well.
Okay. So we've got cushions or chairs. What do you think? Are these quite kind of big presence?
Yeah,
type
I think
voices?
one of them is definitely a chair.
Okay.
And it's sort of right behind, so very, very close again.
Okay.
Right behind me.
All right.
There, yeah.
So could you say a bit about this one?
That would be mother voice.
Mother voice.
And
Okay.
it's a very critical voice.
Yeah.
Gives me headaches. Got some voices that are quite a lot further away, partly because they're not there all the time. So then the relationship is not so intense.
Yeah. Okay. So they might sort of pop in from time to time for particular moments.
Yeah,
okay.
And I think one of them needs to be. So one of them is a friendly voice that pops in from time to time, and one of them is like a demon voice, and they're sort of both. Yeah, they're sort of both from over here.
Okay.
I'll just grab that one. Yeah, and there's another voice that's also doesn't come very often, but it's also quite a big presence. So I'll use the chair. So it sort of comes from over here as well.
Okay.
I wonder if there's anyone else.
If we start with this, and if you notice that there's a need to bring in more or parts, we can build this as we go along. From here, you know, chairs might move around as we go along, and it might be interesting to see as we start relating to these various voices and various parts. It might be that they change in size or location, and you know, so we can be curious about this and how this develops over time. But we've got a record of how it seems to feel
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you happy with
Great.
this?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
quite happy with it.